Snacktown Records, and we're here with Sam of Wess Meets West.
Robert, how are you?
Doing good, sir.
Can I call you Bobby?
You can not call me Bobby. You can show me your rig, though.
All right, let's do that. So I've been collecting pedals for a while and just finding ones that I like and messing around with them. This is actually the smallest rig I've put together. So yeah, just getting started. It goes into the Empress buffer at first. I never was hugely into buffers, but I think it makes sense when you have a lot of pedals like this.
Keep the noise down.
Yeah, I mean the biggest thing for the noise to me was powering them properly. So I power them with a Mondo from Voodoo Labs and then another 4x4. So having proper power is to me super important and keeps the noise floor down. So yeah, it goes into the buffer and that goes out to the tuner and then to the volume pedal. We do a lot of volume swell stuff, so it makes sense to have a volume pedal. Goes into the SP compressor by Exotic, which is pretty much always on. Not always, but I would say 80% of the time. It just tightens everything up. It's a little bit of a boost as well, and it's great for tapping parts and just adding some sustain to your sound. Then the classic, the Pog, is in there for some octave type stuff. You gotta have that. Then the crazy pedal, the Arpanoid. So that's just out of control. That's for moments that are just really synthy and chaotic. I love modular synths, but just can't afford to get into them. So that's my entrance. That's entrance into that. Yeah, entrance into that world.
What's this guy you got right next to that Arpanoid there?
So this is the well, I'll go in the order of the chain. So that goes then the Arpanoid goes into the Empress. The Emperor chorus vibrato by JHS, which is a really nice vibrato. Pretty much if I have a clean sound, I'm going to have that on. Then that goes into my Boxer Rock, which is like a Zevex, kind of a Marshall. It also has a boost, which comes in handy. Depending on the amp I'm playing out of, either keep the boost on all the time, or it is nice to have that extra boost when you're going into a lead or something like that. Then the Dirt Transmitter by Earthquake Devices. I got really into fuzz lately, and that's one of my favorite fuzzes. I think it's really musical, but it gets super dirty. And it stacks pretty much. It's still musical, but it's still really screwed up sounding, which I like. And good fuzzes are hard to find. I have a few others that I've actually taken off the board that I can show you, but this is the one that's staying for now. Then this position of the board is almost always changing, but right now the Conductor by Matthews Effects is a tremolo. It's nice tap tempo tremolo. It's really small, and that's why I got it. But I'm still debating where it goes in the chain. I like it, but pedal space is of the essence, most important. Then the classic timeline, it does all your special effect type delays. Like the octave, stuff like that. But also just having an eighth note. Then you got some crazier stuff. Lo-fi stuff. That's cool because you can do
I know you've had this Strymon for a long time. I've seen it around.
Yeah. I ordered it right when they came out. I ordered it because it's just for us, it's just perfect. I will say it is very, it isn't my main delay that I would have on all the time. I used a Space Echo by Boss for a long time that it broke. And then I'm using this Empress tape delay, which I like a lot. Just kind of a basic tape delay, which I like. Then I go into this looper, just to have, for our band, we're always going in and out of songs, transitions, so the looper is necessary. And then into the Big Sky, and that's just, I have a basic reverb, and I have some crazy octave stuff, as well as a bunch of other effects on there. I really like the Blue Sky. I had that for a while, and then just Strymon had me they put out a massive reverb pedal with tons of options, so you're gonna get it if you play post rock. And then go ahead.
When you have these two on, this is the big West Peak
Yeah,
of sound
I mean,
coming.
yeah, I mean, I usually always have that reverb on. And then I might have this. Depending on the song, but there's a lot of stuff like that. It makes much more sense when the bass is in there, and we'll show you that rig too. But and then that's my main delay is always on, and then not always on, it's on most of the time, and then that reverb's on, stuff like that. And then it goes into, I call these like my global effects because they're just super aggressive and they kind of mess everything up in a nice way. You got the Go Keeper. When I first saw that, I was just like, I have to have that. It's just this crazy glitchy tremolo that I really like.
So it's like a multi-rate tremolo.
Yeah.
So like a step tremolo.
Yeah, you can set, you have the tap tempo and then it's more or less the ratio is 4 different times and you can set it pretty much however you want. You can actually get very usable, just regular tremolo sounds out of it, but I like it for the craziness. And it's after all my effects, so you get that really thick choppiness, which is fun. And then you got the freeze, which is great for our stuff as well, because you'll get just have that note ring out for some drony parts.
That's the freeze, but
That's the freeze. So I really like that. That's been around for a while. And then this is the Hex Revolver. Just glitches, weird noises. I bet a lot of people just wouldn't have a use for that, but I like it just because of the random noises. And then the mute. I mean, a mute pedal is just so important. So you can cut the signal for big pauses and stuff like that. So that's my rig now. I mean, I have a bunch of other pedals that I'll use in recording, but that's kind of the rig I need for the live show. So yeah. Any other thoughts or questions?
Actually, I noticed that you have the larger Ditto. Is there a reason why you have that?
Yeah, I had the what's over there, the Line 6 looper. I love that looper, but
DL4. That's a
classic. But it's just so big that it doesn't fit anywhere. I need a stop button for a loop because we'll go into something, have a loop, and it has to stop. I can't hold down a button for 2 seconds because I need to go. It's just too much. For at least for me to do that. I know the Strymon does looping too, but I don't want to have to get to it. Also, the Big Sky will do a similar thing to the freeze, but you have to hold it the whole time. I'm doing too many things that I need to just know it'll work or turn on or off when I say. So the bigger one, it takes up a lot of space, but I think it's worth having just for that stop button. It also does effects, but I always keep it in the stop position just so I can always turn on or off the loop, when needed. So.
Great. Yeah. And you also use an OP1 on some of the records, right?
Yeah, we use a lot of synths on the record, OP1, Teenage Engineering, some of the great guitar stuff.
I saw the piano up there.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I love all these effects too, but it's just you only have so much space on the rig. So both Eric, Nick, and I will all use a bunch of these different effects, and even Andy will play some guitar parts too sometimes. So we'll just have fun with it. I mean, it goes without saying, the Memory Man is one of my favorite delays ever. Sounds so great, but it's just so big for the board, and I don't want to carry it with me everywhere. I mean, most of these are replaceable fairly easy. I mean, it's expensive, but you can get more of them, except for the Hex. It's pretty hard to get, and the Go Keeper now too. But it's hard to find things that do that without having to compromise, in the sound. So yeah, thanks for checking it out.
Yeah, great. Thanks for showing us a little bit of the West sound.
Thanks.